Welcome back, everyone. We are here playing more of Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal PI. And last time on, we had just really started getting into the Polk Street investigation. Lots of ghosts to go ahead and discover there. We hadn't yet found any of the evidence items to help kind of focus in on a specific ghost. So we'll go ahead and see what the next night holds in store for us. But, you know, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. It does greatly help grow the channel. If you like the videos, like them, or if you have any kind of feedback or just generally want to talk about stuff, go ahead and put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. But, you know, that all said, let's go ahead and just jump right back on into the game. Okay, here we are. So last time we had, as I mentioned in the intro, we hadn't really found any evidence, you know, regarding any of the specific goats. I'm hoping that when we load into the map this time, it will have some more for us. But let's go ahead and just try to take a look at another look at the email. Oh, wow. Lots of them. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the email again. And I do want to go ahead because we didn't really focus on the ghost in the garage at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these here. Changes in temperature. When something falls off the shelf. Okay. Okay, and then let's go ahead and go to the archives for Polk Street. It does look like we can put that there. And yeah, so I mean, I guess we can pick some of the other ones just so that we do have, you know, something else to look at. Crying in the living room. Someone talking to themselves in the laundry area. No, let's do shadow in the hallway. That one seemed pretty creepy, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that one. I mean, I guess we could also... we have two more we could put in here, so we might as well. Laundry area and footsteps, I think, are linked as well. So, alright. Let's go ahead and head back into Polk Street and see what kind of business we can get up into. It's Polk Street. Yeah, so we really only found evidence of, it looks like, 2 types of ghosts. So yeah, let's go ahead and just jump in.
The Lorentz have a bit of contrast within their family about their home.
We already have heard all that. We don't need to go ahead and relive that. Let's grab all the stuff here. Yeah. We'll set up the laser pen. Whoa. What's that? Okay, here we go. Oh, I hear one of the notes. Seems like it's upstairs. I'm gonna go ahead because it said something about the laundry room, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the laser pointer here. And how do I place it again? E to place, right? No. Looks really crazy. F. B. Gosh. All right. All right. Looks like we got all of that now. It does seem like it's upstairs, so let's go ahead and try to grab the lore item that's up there. Where is it though? Wait, is it downstairs? Oh, here it is. Okay, looks like a wedding photo of some kind with people kind of blurred out. I'm sure we're gonna get lots of info on that when we what you call it, when we go back to the office and take a look at the archives. Grab this one. Cool. Okay, we'll start off with some temps. We'll go ahead and close this. Don't want too much ambient audio messing with stuff. That's just the fridge. I know it sounds oddly like a piece of evidence, but definitely not. No changes in temperature out here just yet. I don't hear, I mean, I think that you can only really get one piece of evidence at a time, but I could be wrong. I don't hear any other hums of hidden evidence. And you know, I kind of guess I could just leave and then take a look at the evidence that we have and then try to focus in on that ghost. Let's try to do that. I don't know if whether or not it's better to... I guess this is probably the best way. At least the way I feel.
Some evidence before I wrap up.
No. No, Conrad, we will not get evidence before we wrap up. Okay. So, let's go take a look at the archive. Polk Street. All right, we have obituaries. The Wagners look happy. So it's the Wagners. The Wagners bought the home in 1953, and then it was sold in 1987. Oh, they built it. The Wagners are actually the original owners of the home, and they built this house. And then it was sold for, you know, a little under $50,000. Wagners look happy. And then they have an obituary for Helen Wagner. Let's see if we can read it here. February 17th, 1906. Wow. So so February 17th, 1906 to November 13th, 1964. So it looks like the home was sold around 23 years after she died, which is still a pretty long time. New Eidolon, Helen Wagner, age 58, of Polk Street, died peacefully in her sleep at home on Friday, November 13th. Helen was born in New Eidolon in February of 1906, the daughter of Hazel and Patrick Bergman. She married the love of her life, Harold Wagner, on August 25th, 1924, at the age of 17, and the two lived together happily for over 40 years. Energetic and good-hearted, Helen spent her career working as a nurse and only recently retired. She was a devout Christian and an active parishioner in St. Joseph Cathedral, which benefited tremendously from her tireless volunteer work. Surviving Mrs. Wagner are her husband and two children, Richard and Chad Wagner. The three grandchildren, Kimberly, Eric, and Susan Wagner. Funeral services will be held for close family and parish members at 10 a.m. on November 16th, 1964, at St. Joseph Cathedral. Burial will be at St. Joseph Cemetery. Flowers and condolences may be delivered to Harold Wagner at their family home on Polk Street. which we are familiar with. So, cool. Let's do that. I think that the shadowy ghost that is wandering around crying is probably Helen. So let's try to focus on that. Let's see. I see crying from the living room. And footsteps, no. Creeping shadow in the hallway. I'm not entirely sure which ghost this archive belongs to, so we'll just go ahead and put it in anyway. And I mean, I guess we could also add something else in here. Maybe just kind of, we'll just do the garage again, just to see if we can get that. All right. So kind of a roundabout way to work on these investigations, but it's all good. So let's go ahead and jump back into Polk Street and see if we can try to find Helen's spirit.
The Lorentz have...
Yeah. All right, so let's grab all the items that we had before. Why does that glitch out like that? That's so weird. It's like when you hit shift right when, or the run button, right when you try to exit the van. Guess we can try to put the pen here. I don't know whether or not the pen is like the best object for anything really, but there you go. We now have that. Let's go get the the voice recorder. Can you go to these other houses? Where is the the visible walls are here. Can I go into the street? No. All right, I had to try. What? Seems to be gone now. Where did it go? Helen, are you here? Okay, we're gonna get cold spots from the air conditioner. Nothing, huh? All right. Okay, we'll just go ahead and get this marked off that it will stop showing up.
Nothing paranormal about these temperature readings.
You don't say. don't hear any notes. It's the fridge. Whoa, what is that? You see this? Man, how do I show this? I guess I could do night vision. No, night vision won't show it. Take a look. There's like a demon drawn on this paper. It's hard to see. That's definitely something like with horns and a floating body with claw hands. That's pretty cool. I don't know if it's relevant to anything here, but it's kind of cool. Looks like we got a cold spot here. It's going this way. Did it turn back around? No? Okay. Seems to have dissipated. Pretty quiet. So maybe Helen's just shy. What was that?
Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me?
Is the AC back on?
Looks like just a cold spot, nothing paranormal.
Novels. Hmm. I mean, I guess I could try for EMF. And just the normal EMF hits everywhere, it seems.
Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me?
I mean, there's no way I caught that.
These temp readings are unusual.
This way? No. Go this way? Turn around? Yeah, it's right here.
Something is going on here. These temperature readings are definitely paranormal.
Okay, so we got the temperature evidence. Three. No, it's the TV. Oh, that was a 5. Where'd you go? I lost it. All right, here we go. Does the pen give off EMF? No. Okay. Hmm. Not a lot of EMF 5 reading. I wonder if I just kind of chill out for a little bit. If I'll start seeing things. All right, we got 5. It's here. It's going in the bedroom. Over here. No. It left. Did it go back in the living room? Ellen, are you here? Can you give us a sign? There we go.
These lights are acting funny. I should continue investigating.
She went this way. She's here. behind this door.
The EMF meter should not behave this way. This is paranormal. Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anything you'd like to tell me? Is there anything you'd like to tell me? Do you know why I'm here? Do you know why I'm here? How many people are here other than me? How many people are here other than me? Is this your home? Is this your home?
It seemed like EVP works a lot well.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
It has 8 audio to collect for this ghost. I feel like some of it has to be EVP rather than just recording sounds. Maybe not. Seems like the activity is starting to pick up a little bit. Still don't know what those wind chimes are all about.
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
Oh. Missed it entirely. Is that because of the laser pointer? That I was able to see it?
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
Jeez.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
It's hard to hear now that the AC's on. What was that sound?
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
Thought I saw something. This opened.
Is this your home? Is this your home? Why are you here? Why are you here? Can you tell me your name? Can you tell me your name? Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me?
Doesn't seem to want to do EVPs. Still. Thought I saw something out there. This window. Like some red eyes or something. It's weird. Maybe just a trick of the light.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
Ow.
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
Still haven't gotten any photos of it because I'm too slow. I was just so shocked to see the thing there that I forgot to switch take a picture in time. Oh. What is that sound? I keep hearing it go off. Is there something special I'm supposed to be doing with that? Oh, she really doesn't want me here anymore. I'm really hoping that she shows up for a photo. I mean, I guess I don't need it, but I do kind of want to get like experience, all the experience I can, because I really do want to buy some of the cooler items. Making sure it still works. Can you show yourself?
Incredible. I captured a ghost on film.
Well, that's really creepy. Okay. All right, well, we got the photo. We can go ahead and head back to the office. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to come back and just search for additional archive evidence items that might have shown up. Nice. So we got the full 50, which is perfect. I'm pretty sure I'm experience points poor though, because I did just buy the laser pen, which I'm not even sure whether or not that was really worth the purchase, but we have it, so there's that. So we have 195 credits right now. I don't think we can buy anything with that. I do think that the next ones are probably going to be I mean, I guess there's this one. I kind of don't want that one. It was the audio stuff. The parabolic mic. That one maybe might be the next one, because I want to see what it does. But yeah, let's I'm gonna go ahead and try to go back and see if we can get the you know, some of the other.
Like I should take more notes before heading out.
Quiet. We'll head back to Polk Street and see if we can grab additional evidence items that might show up.
The Lorraine.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and see if we can find some additional. I already hear one. Right here. Marriage certificate. Charles Allen, Deborah Tyler. Fellowship of the Congregational Church. Okay, so we'll take a look at this when we go back to the office. I'm gonna see if there's any more. I don't know if multiple can spawn, so we'll check out everything. It's the fridge. I almost feel like I need to check out here, just in case. Can I shut this off? Actually, you know, I want to go see, is there a way to shut off the breaker to a house? Shutting off power and AC sounds like a really solid idea. No. Sad. Okay. Doesn't sound like there's, or seem like there's any additional evidence item here. Let's do a quick pass through the bedrooms. See if there's anything pops up. Nope. Thing in here. Doesn't seem like, I should be able to hear them through the closets and stuff too, so I don't think that that's the case. So, all right, let's head back to the office. We'll check out the new archive item that we got and see what the story's all about.
I'll have to get back in touch with the property owners to reschedule.
I wish I could just hit, it's not letting me hit return to the office. There we go. All right, let's go back and check out the archive. What do we got? Certificate of marriage. And we also have this, which looks like psychiatric evaluation and a police report. So, Deborah Tyler, married to Charles Allen. So Allen purchased this in 1987, and it was then sold in 2006. Looks like Charles Allen married Deborah Tyler in 1994. Okay, so that was what, 12 years before the house was sold. Looks like we have a psychiatric evaluation. Let's see, August 10th, 1995, a year after they were married. Let's see here. She had, the risk assessment was that the consumer denies current thoughts of other directed harm at this time. Oh, I see. Homicidal. Okay, so she denies that she's homicidal. Actionable plans, nothing. Let's see. This is a really hard document to follow. Let's see here. Actionable plan. Okay, so suicidal, past suicide, NA, past aggression, thoughts. So she has active, recurrent suicidal thoughts. She's making threats. Let's see. Attempts, available means. If parent, please indicate. So it's the parent that... Who is this for? Deborah Allen. Yeah. Deborah Allen. So this was after they were married, so she started having... She started having suicidal thoughts, I guess. Consumer denies current thoughts of other directed harm at this time. Current substance abuse. Fear of losing control. Dangerousness. She's danger to self and others. Let's see. Risk assessment weekly for 2 weeks. Monitor for actionable plans. So Dr. Sierra. This is really difficult to follow. Okay, we'll read the police report here. So then we have two things that say talk about creating gateways. All right. So it's a divorce agreement. It's a divorce agreement between Charles Allen and Lynn Allen. Who is Lynn Allen? So Deborah Allen had feelings of severe depression. The police report on April 23rd at 5:50 p.m. Dispatch received a call from a resident on Polk Street stating that they heard loud, angry screaming from the house next door and loud bangs shortly thereafter. The caller stated that they wanted to remain anonymous. I arrived at the residence around 6:02 p.m. and a woman answered the door. She identified herself as Deborah Allen and remained calm and respectful while we discussed. I asked if anyone else was home and she replied that her stepson was in his room. I asked if I could talk with him and she answered yes. The boy identified himself as David Allen and said he was 10 years old. He appeared to have been crying and fresh scratches on both sides of his neck. But when I inquired about my observation, he said his allergies were bothering him and he had no idea how he got the scratches. I did not press him further. I asked Deborah about my observations of David and she replied, "You know how boys are. They're always roughhousing about something." She denied having anything to do with his tears or scratches. Actions taken: informed the residents of Polk Street about the complaint and interviewed all known inhabitants. Initial conclusion: not enough evidence to confirm an incident or crime. So who is Lynn Allen? 1986. So Charles Allen was previously married to Lynn Allen, and then when they got divorced in 1992. And then he married 2 years later. He married Deborah 2 years later. Yeah. Okay. So then he married her, and then a year later, she started having... We have this police report, which looks like there's potential child abuse, and a psychiatric evaluation where she was having feelings of severe depression, and they were worried about her inflicting harm on herself or others. Okay. Which ghost is this then? Because we have the shadowy, the crying one. The weeping shadow. We have a child ghost. is the shadowy one, was that Deborah? Because we had it down as Helen Wagner. And that we got all sorts of evidence for Helen when we had all this stuff selected. But now it's seeming like potentially it could be Deborah Allen. Or Deborah Tyler, formerly. Interesting. I don't know if this is going to be for the child or not. I guess it could be. Super bizarre. Anyway, we will, I think that's probably about time for this video. We'll go ahead and dive into all of the, all the new evidence that we've received regarding all of that. I wonder if perhaps that is the entity in the kitchen in the laundry room, maybe the footsteps. It's kind of hard to tell. So yeah, we'll dive into that and we'll try to sort all that out in the next video. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and thank you for staying tuned as always, and I will catch you in the next video. See you later.